Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, Mizuka Irie left the general store and ventured out with the help of Michi to Uchugaoka Park, where, using IIUO, she was able to observe the AI known as Irie. An AI she is all too familiar with, though deep in her heart, Mizuka wishes she really wasn't. Meanwhile, of course, Kaito has, in spite of the fact that he's no longer going to Robo 1, is deciding to hold up his end of the bargain by helping Frau weed out the cheaters on Kill-Ballad. Of course, doing so ultimately means that he has to put up with her rather eccentric personality, and I'm being generous at that. This is my third one. My third cup of corn soup. I've been waiting outside that stupidly cold fortress room for a match. Almost 30 minutes have gone by and still no luck. Yeah, getting paired with the top 3 on the KB leaderboard is, yeah. Well, no one ever said it was going to be easy. My Pokécom has been wired to Frau's machine, so I can't kill time by playing Kill-Ballad. I asked her to either turn off the AC or to bring the equipment outside, but she refused to do either. How selfish can she be? Again, Kaito, you have a habit of pointing out your own flaws in others. I gulped down the rest of the soup and decided to go back into that freezer of a room. God damn, it's cold in here.
Matchingした?
I'm gonna take that as a no. Frau is sitting cross-legged on a blanket. She lightly shakes her head back and forth. I grab my Pokécom, still attached to her PC. I then wrap myself in a blanket and look at the screen.
そもそも対戦相手がオンラインにいなかったわけだが。
Well, that's unfortunate. We can't even find them if they're not connected, so...
おいおい、それも確かめてなかったの？
さあせん。
God damn it, Frau.
つまり、いつ現れるかわからない相手を待ち続けろって？
Well, there is always a chance that one of them might log online. But that is a pretty big chance.
それじゃ対戦できる保証なんて全くないじゃないか。たとえマッチングしてもキックされたらおしまいだし。
Kick. Video game terminology. Typically used in online play, it is a term referring to when the host of an online lobby forcibly removes a player from the room. This is most often done in order to remove players who have bad manners, abandon matches, or have too much lag. Of course, if those three are in fact cheating, kicking people would ultimately, would actually work against them in that. I can't believe she went into this without any kind of plan. She may be a genius at writing code, but she's completely inept at everything else. Well, there's that fine line between genius and insanity for you. Really is a paper-thin difference between genius and idiocy.
そのチート解析ツールさ、俺のポケコンに入れられないの？それならここで待機してなくてもいいわけだし。
Basically, I want to go home.
できるをだが断る。
なんで？
That was a very good question there, Kaito.
私の目の届くところでやってほしいんで。
There she goes again. Does Frau actually want me to take care of these cheaters or not? I think she does take it as a point of pride, given the fact that she is the creator of Kill-Ballad. However, in the end, all we can do is wait. We naturally go silent. It's awkward, but I don't feel like I have much to talk to Frau about. It's better this way. I suppose the silence is making me feel a bit restless. Is she really okay with this temperature? If I stayed in a room like this with bare shoulders, I'd catch a cold. Yeah, nice offhand there, Kaito. Yeah, Frau doesn't appear to be cold at all. She just munches away at strawberry-flavored Pocky like a squirrel. It's kind of sketchy being alone with a girl a year younger than me in a dark, abandoned hotel room like this.
食事どうしてるの？
難しい字のコンビニ。
ああ、慰霊商店？水香さんのところか。
It's only a 10-minute walk away. But you've seen how Frau handles 3-minute walks, Kaito.
どうぞ。
She offers me some Pocky sticks. I take one and bite down on it.
もしかして主食がこれ
？Frau nods her head up and down. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I feel like in a few years somebody's gonna find a skeleton in this room.
キルバラやっていい？
ダメに決まってるけん。
And like that, you've been shot down, Kaito. My Pokecom is continually looking for a match against the top 3. Apparently she added a tool for that.
ちなみにこの島ラグいんですけど。
No surprises there.
それは俺も認めるよ。東京行った時にびっくりした。
こんなラグい状態で世界ランク5位とか先輩ってらすごす。
これが普通だと思ってたからね。こういうもんだと思ってやればなんとかなるもんだよ。多分逆にラグのない状態で対戦した方が弱いんじゃないかな、俺。
My win-loss record was awful in Tokyo.
よく考えたらコナちゃんってキルバラの開発者なんだよね。
天才プログラマーのフラウ幸次郎ですよ。キリ。
For real?
暇だからさ、開発秘話みたいなの教えてよ。
ごくり。
For reasons unknown to me, she pretends to swallow loudly.
別に機密情報を教えろとか言ってるわけじゃないんだけど。
I don't do anything like that to begin with.
先輩って使用機体は何ぞ。
頑張れ。
頑張れるは肩パーツが外れるとドリラーのスピードが少し速くなる。
That's interesting.
ああ、発動時でしょ。2フレくらい。
So when gun barrel takes damage, it actually gets faster.
気づいてたと思う。あと出した後の硬直も1フレ短縮。
ああ、そんなような気はしてたんだよね。そっか、硬直短くなるのか。
教室に今後つなげられるようになるわ。
Interesting to know. Alt. Video game terminology. Short for ultimate, it is an extremely powerful attack. It can only be performed at certain times, such as when the player's HP is low or when a gauge fills up, after which the player inputs a special command. The damage is higher than regular moves, which can allow for an upset win.
マジ？だとしたら大違いだよ。
Yeah, apparently, as good as he is at Kill-Ballad Kaito, there are a few strategies in which even Kaito doesn't
い
know.
や、でも入力は超絶シビアだな。キャンセルって3段目ヒット後しか受け付けないよね。
使ったりガードされてると繋がらないし。
Yeah, I had a feeling.
でもこれでドリラーが単なる削り技から一気に視力級に格上げかも。ドリラーをメインにした戦法を試しに組み立ててみるか。いいこと教えてもらったよ。さすが開発者。
No indeed, Kaito.
でも普通そういうのって開発側から公表するもんじゃない？
言うの忘れてた。
For someone who runs one of the most popular games in the world, she sure is lazy about it.
それにヤシオ先輩にはそんな細かい情報必要なくね？すごい能力あるでしょ、中二病的な。
I'm gonna file that under not quite a compliment. Amazing abilities.
ロボワンの試合見た？
俺の？
Frau nods once.
決勝で見せてた超反応。
At the end.
ああ、スローモーか。
スロー？
スローモー。正式名称は別にあるけど、俺は勝手にそう呼んでる。
ニコ動にもウップされてる。
So, footage is everywhere on the internet now. That's not surprising. Nico Video. A video sharing platform that launched on the internet in 2006. There are many abbreviations for the name such as NicoVid or NicoNeo. One of the platform's most well-known features is that while the video is being played, a large number of comments from anonymous users are simultaneously displayed on the screen as the video plays.
海少子のキルバラ対戦動画、超反応使ってる試合。
そうなの？
Maybe my opponents have been tossing them up. It is true that I've had slow-mo activate during matches once or twice.
勘違いしないでほしいんだけど。
Then again, that's not necessarily cheating in and of itself, because after all, Kaito isn't really, he's not manipulating the actual program or anything.
後天的な発作だよ、あれは。能力でもなんでもない。
3行で。
You're really gonna make us do this, Frau?
は
3行で説明して教えるべき。
嫌だね、話したくない。
発動条件は任意。
I want to click my tongue. Well, I think you've opened floodgates now, Kaito. Frau seems to think my attacks are like a super move that can be activated by inputting a command.
だから発作だって、俺の意思で使えるわけじゃない。っていうかさ、使える使えないっていう言い方がそもそもおかしいよ。
発作起きると超反応が使えるとか、アニメなら10年前に廃れたレベル。
It's not Kaito's fault that he has this condition.
でもガチで使えるならたまらんすぐる。
あのさ、茶化さないでくんないかな。発作中は苦しくて死にそうになるんだ。俺自身こんなのなくなればいいと思ってるしね。そういうことも知らずに好き勝手言わないでくれ。俺以上聞きたがるなら君を島にいられなくしちゃうよ。
I kid. If I spread rumors, I could make her an outsider at school, but she'd still be able to live here. I just wanted to get her to stop asking questions. But instead, Frau leans up against me.
じゃあ晒し合いしようず。
I think you might have made a mistake here, Kaito. She whispers that to me without averting her gaze. While I sit there, baffled, she slides into the blanket wrapped around me. She's pressing up against me. As expected, Frau's skin is super cold.
誰にも言えない秘密の共有。
何を？
頑張れるの最終回が放送中止になった理由知ってる？
Not really. That's right. Akio's told me this story time and time again. Despite the show's 3-year run, the final episode got cancelled out of nowhere. Even now, nobody knows how it ends. I wonder if Frau truly knows, or whether she's exaggerating in her usual fashion. Does Frau actually know?
別に興味はないな。
I'm serious. Although I'm sure Akio would jump at the opportunity to hear it, that she would.
その話をネットでしようとすると規制食らったり発言削除されたりで圧力かかる。これっかち。
典型的な陰謀論だね。たかがアニメの最終回ごときは何年も情報統制してるって。世の中には暇人がいるもんだ。
That there are
お前がそう思うならそうなんだろう。お前の中ではな。
その言葉そっくり返すよ。それで
ガンバレルの最終回が放送されなかったのは関係者が直前に死んだから。
Ah. Okay, that certainly changes
気
the
分の悪
situation.
くなる噂話だ。
Though at this point, as far as Kaito is concerned, that's all just conjecture.
しかも一人じゃない。最低でも13人。
13, you say?
は？
で直後に監督の人が行方不明になったっつうか。
And then the director vanished. What the hell is this girl?
だからその監督が犯人じゃないかって疑われてて笑った。
For some reason, Frau starts snickering, like she's holding back outright laughter.
誰に疑われてるんだよ。
生き残った関係者に決まってるっしょ。
警察じゃなくて？
警察は圧力かけられて沈黙してるし、あとマスコミも。
ネットで拾ってきた噂なんだろうけど、そんなの信じちゃったわけ？東京の人はいつも偉そうにネットリテラシーって言ってるけど、鏡見てから言えってこれからは返そうかな。
Net literacy, the skill of protecting oneself from various dangers on the internet. In 2010 in Japan, possessing net literacy meant being able to comprehend information from multiple angles. It might sound like a far-fetched conspiracy theory, but given what we've been through in the Minamitane Community Center, Kaito, we shouldn't be so quick to dismiss things out of hand.
また私の本名はフルゴーリッコな。
How very uncharacteristic of you, Frau. Normally you would hide behind your pseudonym rather than your given name.
フルゴーリをもじると小ゴーリ。
ん？
What's she suddenly talking about?
アニメのガンバレルで監督やってた人の名前は小郡みなみ。私のママ。
As if things weren't already dark enough. So what you're telling me, Frau, is that your mother was the director of the final episode of Gun Barrel. If that's true, what did she just say?
ちょっと待った。それ本気で言ってる？
I can feel Frau nod ever so slightly.
殺人事件の被疑者の娘、それが私。でもこの話はガチで、かれこれ3年近く行方を探してきて、最近ようやく分かった。
Only recently, huh?
ママが最後に目撃されたのが
Did she come to Tanegashima Island?
この島
Apparently so.
だから私はここに引っ越してきた。
So it wasn't just to hang out with Kaito. Whoa, hold up. Nobody asked to hear all the deets of this crazy heavy story. It's like a form of terrorism. She's forcing me to hear her confession without giving me a choice. Or this could be Frau making up some ridiculous story and she just made the lie seem believable. Very likely. Regardless, I feel like this younger girl has held all the cards in her hand since we first met. He's
や
cunning
り
like
方が
that.
汚いな。
Frau seems calm for someone who just revealed that her mother might be a murderer. She hadn't shed a single tear either. Why? Because it's a lie. Every part of it is false. I've never heard anything about staff dying or the director being the suspect. Even Akio, the gun barrel maniac, has never mentioned it. But with the media blackout, if the media blackout turns out to be true, of course no one would have heard. And you're telling me the killer fled to Tanegashima of all places? None of it makes sense. Which is exactly why there's no need for me to play along with any of this.
いや、はっきり言ってさ、ドン引きだよ。それが本当だろうと嘘だろうと、今のは聞かなかったことにしとくわ。厄介な問題には首を突っ込みたくないんでね。
I smile insincerely. When I try to push Frau away from me, she grabs my arm inside the blanket. Her grip is tight, so much so that her nails dig into me. Not only is it dark, but she's hanging her head, so I can't tell what her expression is like. But no matter how much I try to get her to let go, she won't. Good job, Kaito. In fact, her grip only tightens. The pain starts to get intense, and I can't endure it any longer. I end up groaning in pain. Just then, the matching success sound plays from my poker gong. Frau raises her head in surprise. She immediately lets go of my arm. Here's my chance. I hurry out of the blanket and look at the Pokécom screen.
ボブリーだ。ランキング3位。
Huh. Interesting. Got matched with the third ranked player. Schneider. The name of a robot from Mobile Battler Gun Barrel and Gun Barrel Kill-Ballad Online. Piloted by Val Weston. It is the only card trooper in the series that has long-range sniping capabilities. Or is that Weston Varel? I don't know anymore. But that is the mech that the card trooper that Bob Lee is piloting.
来ましたわ。
Alright, let's do this. If I recall correctly, I have 5 wins on him, but I also have over 30 losses. My win rate is terrible. I only got those wins through luck.
ボブリーはスナイデル使いだお。
We're going to need more than luck to win this
あ、
fight.
知ってる。
Snyder is a long-range sniper type, unlike Gun Barrel's hand-to-hand style. Weak CQC, but strong long-range offensive. The troublesome thing about Bob Lee Schneider is how astounding his sniping abilities are.
ネットのファンサイトじゃ精密機械って異名で呼ばれてる。
What can you say? Some people just have excellent hand-eye coordination.
精密どころの話じゃないでしょ。異常だよ。
This guy likes matches on the city map. Urban combat is full of obstacles, but it can snipe precisely through the tiny gaps in those obstacles. It doesn't even matter how fast I'm moving around. There's no way that kind of precision is possible using the naked eye. He normally lands 3 hits during a match, so you can't write it off as dumb luck or intuition. That's why I suspect Bob Lee is a cheater. Only one way to prove it. He might have an overhead view of the whole map, or he might be using cheat software, like an aimbot or something.
もう一度聞くけど、別に勝たなくてもいいんだよね。
OK。対戦さえすれば。
I don't. If that's all it takes, then so be it.
勝機ある。
近づくことさえできれば、あとはボコボコにしてやるんだけど。
But if it were that easy, I wouldn't have 30 losses against Schneider.
まあ、やれるところまでやってみるさ。
We just have to fight him to the best of our ability. Here he goes. Oh. Yeah, made a bit of a mistake there, but it worked. Command input achieved. Okay, we got lucky there.
どうよ!
We got lucky. That's 6 wins now against Schneider.
チート使ってこの程度か。恥ずかしすぎるね。
I put my fist into the air. Excuse me for getting excited, but I usually can't beat this guy. For some reason, Frau was staring at my hands.
コナちゃん?
先輩の指をペロペロしてもいいですか?
いきなり何言ってんの? アホなの?
Yeah.
すごく綺麗な指です。
excuse you.
私ってフェチ。
知らん。
Tokyo girls are scary. I didn't think perverts like her actually existed.
それよりコナちゃんさ、ちゃんと解析してた？
当然処女をかけてもいいよ。
Other words. For just a second I hesitate on how to react. We just need to know whether or not Bubbly is a cheater. In games I could come up with the perfect response within 8 frames, but in real life, to this, I guess I'll just ignore it.
じゃあ
Should.
チートの証拠は見つかった？
Frau starts fiddling with her Pokemon. But her movements quickly stop cold.
ぐん。
That doesn't sound like a good sign. Did something happen?
モニタリングしてたはずなのにチートが使われた形跡がない。
But then again, we were able to defeat him this time.
本当に？
ミスった？ロゼッタ調べて。
Can someone explain who Rosetta is? I think Rosetta can explain who she is.
正常？本気で言ってるの？東京組は？
Frau starts scratching her head, scratching at her so-called hair as hard as steel.
ボブリーがチート使ったって誰も確認できてない。
どういうこと？
東京にいるサークル仲間にもオンライン上でチェックしてもらってた。でもみんなチート使った証拠を見つけられなかった。
Well, maybe if we had just tested his sniping capabilities, we might have had an indication.
じゃあボブリーはチーターじゃない？
In other words, he's just that good. He has exceptional hand-eye coordination. I was so sure of it.
こっちの解析ツールに引っかからんようなチート技術を使ってるかもしれない。
Maybe, but so he has more advanced tech than we do?
まあ案外チート並みの能力を持つ化け物が世の中には本当にいるかもしれないけどね。
Yeah, as I said, some people are just that good. Hell, even my slow-mo got confused by cheating, got confused for cheating by Frau. Well, I personally don't want to admit that Bob Lee isn't a cheater. If there's no evidence, I have to accept reality.
あとは2位の花園と1位の高野愛か。
But it's getting late.
さて今日は帰るよ。2位と1位はオンに入ってないんでしょ？
Well, we've done all we can do so far. If there's no evidence, there's no evidence. Frau tilts her head, puzzled. Seems like she's not satisfied with these results.
殺人事件の被疑者の娘。それが私。
I recall her dangerous confession from earlier. It's like it never happened at all. Personally, I prefer it that way. Of course you do, Kaito. Thus, I leave the room without saying anything else to Frau. When I exit the hotel, Akio just happens to be standing up front.
あ、カイ！
どこにいるかと思ったらフラーボーのところにいたの？
まあね、交換条件ってやつに付き合わされてさ。
二人きりで？
そうなるかな。
ふーん。
Akio eyes me with suspicion.
何？
カイってそんなに女たらしだったっけ？
そう見える？
見えない。カイが興味あるのはゲームだけだもんね。
よく知ってるじゃないの。
Indeed.
カイのことならカイ以上に詳しいよ。
In some respects.
それはない。
なんで？カイだっていつも言ってるくせにうちのことうちより詳しいって。
それは事実。
もういいよなんでも。で、フラーボーの部屋でゲームしてたの？
そういうこと。プログラム提供してもらったからその代わりで付き合ってたわけよ。本当はあんな変態引きこもり女子に付き合うよりゲームしてたいのにさ。
ゲームしてたんじゃないの？
ゲームしてたけどね。
おお。
Probably a good thing that Akio wasn't in there.
ちなみにさ、今からちょっとフラウボーとお話できたりするかな？
アキちゃんが？何の話？
特にないけど、親睦を深める的な感じで。
俺からいくつか忠告させてもらうなら、部屋がエアコン効きすぎでめちゃくちゃ寒いってこと。あと、あいつは変態だってこと。
何それ？
Exactly how it sounds, Akio. Exactly how it
言っ
sounds.
たままだけど。
まあいいよ。カイも付き合ってよ。
But we just left. She's trying to force me back into that frozen hell. Give me a break. Akio ignores me and pushes the intercom button. No answer. Well, that's not so much of a surprise.
いたの？
いたさ。
She presses it again. Don't think there's any need to go overboard, Akio.
コーナちゃん忙しそうだったからきっと無視してるんだよ。
はっきり言う。気に入らんな。
帰ろうか、アキちゃん。
Indeed, let us leave. I give Akio a reassuring pat on the shoulder, but she's clearly dejected.
部員増えたのにロボ部はちっとも部活っぽくならないね。もっとこう友情、努力、勝利みたいな感じになってほしいのに。
人格に問題ありの部員が5人中3人を占めてる時点でそれは諦めるべきだよ。
Needless to say, I'm including myself in the three. Of course you are. As you should.
いいですか？明日から夏休みですが、だらけた生活を送らないように。
And that is a good place to end things. So, when we return, adventurers, summer break. As always, until next we meet.